Y'all allowed her to call y'all monkeys and roaches. We're letting that slide. And black women love to say it's protect black women until it's black women who need to be protected. Hey, my pretty babies, we are gonna get into some things, as you can see by the title. So we need to grab our snacks, grab our wine. Y'all already know I got mine, okay? And yeah, let's get into it. We ain't finna make this intro too long because y'all got me up, okay? Period. Let's go. So if you don't know what's going on, for the past couple of days, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj has been going back and forth, beefing on Twitter. And for anybody who is just still confused about why are they beefing and what happened in 2017, 2018, whatever, I'm finna just show the clip. So roll the clip.
Alright, y'all, so let's go ahead and set the record straight on what actually went down between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. So we are not going to go ahead and rewrite history. We are going to tell the complete facts, complete truth. We are not going to be biased when it comes to this story. And if you guys remember, Bodak Yellow went #1, and Nicki Minaj went ahead and congratulated Cardi B. While Nicki Minaj was congratulating and bigging up Cardi B, Nicki Minaj was also getting ready to get into a big rap battle with Remy Ma. Now, this had absolutely nothing to do with Cardi B. She had no type of play, no type of hand in, nothing that happened between Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj. However, Cardi B did go up on that stage when they was doing a funeral for Nicki Minaj. So that was like strike #1. However, Nicki Minaj still spent the block and did Motorsport with Cardi B. The Migos and all of them, y'all remember Motorsport, watch your man, then you should watch your mouth. Cardi B went and did an interview and said, nah. She changed her verse. That's not the first verse that I heard. That's not the original verse. No. Unprovoked. She unprovokedly, if that's even a word, went and told the interviewer, nah, that wasn't the first verse that she was supposed to put out that I first heard. She went back in the studio and she changed her verse when she heard my verse. She tried to play Nicki Minaj, when in all reality, the conversation was that they had a conversation behind the scenes, and it was said that Nicki Minaj was asked to take Cardi B's name out of her verse. So it was a request, and Nicki Minaj respectfully went ahead and accepted the request and decided to change Cardi B's name to Quavo at the very end. Remember, she said Quavo the QB and I'm Nick Lombardi, but originally it was Cardi the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi. Fast forward, I think that really did hurt Nicki Minaj's feelings, because Nicki Minaj was like, yo, I kind of did you a favor by, respecting your request, and you gonna go on the interview and kind of throw shade at me? Like, that's crazy. But still, it was all love. When Cardi B popped out pregnant, about to go ahead and do her first album, look, this picture is from Nicki Minaj going ahead and showing her love. And then the tweet. So allegedly, Cardi B came out and she said Nicki Minaj liked a tweet of somebody disrespecting her daughter, which then led to the big Harper's Bazaar moment where Cardi B threw the shoe at Nicki Minaj. Now let's just pause right there. Do y'all not understand that Cardi B later came out and said that she made a mistake pretty much, and that Nicki Minaj never liked anything pertaining to her daughter? Well, that right there tells you Nicki Minaj was not the problem. Nicki Minaj did not start with Cardi B. Cardi B mistakenly looked at a troll account, thought it was Nicki Minaj, and assumed that it was Nicki Minaj, which then in turn had a domino effect, which led to everything else we've been seeing.
Respond when people ask me, they're gonna assume that it's real, and then they're gonna run with it. And I don't lie on people. I don't lie on people, and I'm not gonna let a narrative go that it's just not true. What's wrong with that? It's not discussed. It's me telling people it is a lie. It's false. The fuck? Y'all would have loved it if I would have entertained it, and if I would have been like, yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. They did say this to Mike made about my kid. No, that's not true. So I told people that shit is false. That is a troll. That's a troll account.
So even Cardi B herself came to the realization that she was wrong when it came to alleging that Nicki Minaj liked some type of false troll tweet or posted some tweet or whatever the case may be when it came to her daughter. So when people say Nicki Minaj is starting with her for no reason, Nicki Minaj starting with her for no reason, no, this dates all the way back to the beginning when Cardi B thought that Nicki Minaj was liking tweets and being shady, when in reality it was false, which then led to the shoe being thrown at Nicki Minaj. And from there, it's always gonna be up. You're not gonna throw a shoe at me and then think that we're gonna be friendly, and then throw shots at me in music and all of that and think that we're gonna be friendly. That's not how this works. And then if y'all want to be real, fast forward to 2024. Cardi B and Hennessy was allegedly on Twitter throwing shade at Papa Bear for not being able to read or write or talk and being nonverbal, allegedly. And if y'all want to say, oh, no, they wasn't talk about that, it was over. Now it's funny that now all of a sudden, come to today, digging age, Cardi B is throwing out that she got information about Papa Bear's medical history and shit like that. But you wasn't being shady back in 2024, right? But now you all of a sudden got medical history, right? So when y'all say, oh, Nicki Minaj is doing all this for no reason, no, you have to look back and look at the beginning, the middle, and now look at where we are now. Nicki Minaj is not just jumping out and attacking this woman for no reason. This woman literally threw a shoe at Nicki Minaj for no reason after standing shoulder to shoulder with her at the Harper's Bazaar event. They were literally shoulder to shoulder, right? Like Cardi B was like arm length. They could have easily had a conversation, talk, fought, whatever Cardi B wanted to do, but she waited until security was around to get hyped. There was never no real beef with Nicki Minaj because Cardi B know that all of that was fake and it was made up in order to prop her career up, and she ran with it. But without being biased, like I said, I'm just putting the facts out there. Cardi B definitely started with Nicki Minaj first. Nicki Minaj just ended it, and Nicki Minaj just finally putting a stamp on, yo, it's a wrap. After I finish addressing you with this, we don't need to go back and forth no more. It's over with. Leave this shit alone. Like, yo, you a culture vulture. You yo, just leave it alone at this point. But if you didn't know the backstory, that's pretty much your backstory on how the beef between them started. It started with a troll account creating a fake like or whatever the case may be with Nicki Minaj persona and making Cardi B believe that it was Nicki Minaj being shady when in all reality it wasn't. And that's what went ahead and transcended this beef to go through the roof because everything that happened after that was a result of that one incident. But do y'all think that we really would have got a Nicki Minaj and Cardi B tour and album if they would have behind the scenes been able to get along? Or do y'all think that an album and tour with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj was never going to happen? Who would y'all like to actually see Nicki Minaj do an album and a tour with as a female rapper? If you couldn't be biased, pop your ass in the comments. Let's get into some things.
So as you can see by the clip that I got off of TikTok to run down the whole story on why Cardi and Nicki Minaj is beefing, obviously the situation at hand back then was petty as F, okay? It was over a verse. To me, it was over a verse that Cardi obviously could not comprehend or understand that Nicki was not taking shots directly at her. She was giving her props. And the drama just escalated from there to the Harper Bazaar event where Cardi decided that she wanted to throw a shoe because she thought that Nicki Minaj liked a post on Instagram or Twitter about her daughter. So as you can see, Cardi said it was a lie, it was false. Basically, it was her mistake. It was a fake page. Woo-doo-woo-doo-woo. Okay, so now that we have the backstory on all of this that has transpired from 2017, 2018, now we're here. Obviously, that's not the only thing that has transpired between the two since 2018, 2017 till now, but that's just the beginning. That was just the start, because a lot of people be confused on where that was just the start. So a lot of drama and things behind the scenes and just little scams and all of that has transpired between the two that the public don't know about. And the reason why we're here today is because Cardi decided that she wanted to talk ish but couldn't back it up when her album dropped. Okay, the sales wasn't matching up to the ish that she was talking out her mouth. And we have the clip for that. Roll the fucking clip.
There is an album. So you talking about no album with the what? Y'all don't even want me to drop that album because y'all gonna be fucking crying. Because I'm gonna outsell. I'm gonna have hits. I'm gonna be on top. That's a fact. Y'all better you don't y'all never watch the Afraid of Y'all Parents when they say you gotta be careful what you wish for because what you be wishing for is not what you're gonna want. The fuck? Yeah, I understand when my fans ask for my album because duh. But when my ops ask for my album, like why? What do you think is gonna happen? What do you think is gonna happen when I drop my album? You think it's gonna flop? You know it's not gonna flop. You know it's not. So just stop. I know it's not gonna flop. I'm confident it's not gonna flop. I put that on my soul. I put that on your mother's soul. I put that on all your dads, bitch. All your dads and your lives, bitch. On yours.
So as you can see, she was saying that she was going to outsell. And obviously you guys are like, okay, how do we get Nicki Minaj from her saying that she was going to outsell? Well, Nicki Minaj is the only female rapper who has sold the most. So there was nobody else that she was talking about. Okay? And that's why Nicki went on Twitter and said this.
I've woken up to the stupidity. And Nicki Minaj responded to them trying to bait her. She said to every enabler, never provoke a writer while they're writing. You joined the game as a willing participant. Don't try to back out now. 3/27/26. Cardi B responded and said, nothing more annoying than a bored bitch. You must have missed me. Crazy. Now kiss my feet. Now you're trying to play dumb. Now you're the victim when you were literally trying to bait this lady.
Okay? She said something about how she felt about the music industry or how she felt about her just in general. And so who started what? Okay, Nicki didn't start anything. Cardi B is the one who started everything. She didn't say nothing about Cardi. She didn't at Cardi. There was nothing that Cardi needed to respond to. But because Cardi knew the shoe fit and she wanted some attention, she wanted some drama, that's why she responded with what she responded with, and then it just went up from there. Okay, it's been a lot the last couple of days, and we're not gonna go over every single tweet because that's just gonna make the video overly too long. But we're just gonna get to the nitty-gritty. So people are obviously upset because Nicki Minaj had talked about Cardi B's daughter, which we do not condone anybody talking about anybody's kids or family members. I'm not sitting up here saying that both of the ladies was right or wrong. I'm just coming up here with the facts. And the facts show that Cardi B alluded to talking about Nicki Minaj's son first. This is what Nicki Minaj said. She said a whole long paragraph that you guys can sit here and read. But at the bottom, she said Cardi B, as a mother, she was coming at the mom. She was coming at Cardi B as a mom. You sat here and called black women monkeys and roaches one day because of your actions.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the strip clubs too. Like you don't feel as confident of yourself. Like after I got my breasts done, I actually thought that my body was perfect. And so I went to these hood clubs, and it's just like, damn, why this ugly ass monkey face bitch making more money than me just because she got an ass? Yeah. Now I gotta buy me one. And then it's just like,
somebody is gonna call your daughters monkeys and roaches. So Cardi B, because she can't comprehend and she's illiterate as F and she can't speak the English language, she took it as, or wanted to take it as, Nicki Minaj blatantly talking about her daughter, and Nicki Minaj was not talking about her daughter. Nicki Minaj was talking about Cardi B's parenting skills and just her as a woman in general, raising three black kids, 2 black daughters and 1 black son. And before anybody want to say, oh, Cardi B, no, she's not. Cardi B is not black. She never was black. Just because you are Dominican does not equal being black. American. Okay? When we talk about being black, y'all know what we're talking about. We're talking about black Americans. Now, yes, there are black Caribbeans, black people who got dropped off from the slave ships everywhere in the world, and the islands, the Caribbeans, is one of them. But everybody who is from the Dominican Republic or just from the islands in general does not have a black descent. Kind of crazy to me that black people want to make up every excuse in the world to allow Cardi B to get away with so much stuff that she does to the black community. Black people can't even get away with half the stuff that she do, and she's not even black. And we finna roll the clip of herself on an interview saying that she's not black and that she dates outside of her race. Roll the clip.
But you don't date Spanish guys at all?
no.
Do you have any idea why?
I guess I like first, I like dark complexion. And it seemed like every dark guy that I ever like, they're African American or Jamaican. I don't even like people I think that like is my race, just because I like to date people that are different from me. I have dated guys that they're black, and they have told me like I don't date black girls, and it's like I be telling them, but you're black, but your mom is black. You don't think that's weird? And then they tell me, well, you don't date Spanish guys, right? And I say, no, I don't. I date black guys. And it's like, so
And all of this goes to show why black people and people who are not black don't take the black community serious. I mean, are we, and I'm trying so hard not to curse, but this situation really irritates me because I am an advocate for black people and black women as a whole, and black women love to say it's protect black women until it's black women who need to be protected. As you can see, Cardi B said that she's not black and she dates outside her race, and she mostly dates black men. Black women don't even call each other roaches and monkeys when they get into it with each other. So what makes you think she gets a pass? And she not even black to be saying all that. That irritates the F out of me. This is beyond rap beef. This is beyond putting the music. No. This is black people not having standards, morals, values, and just letting anybody who's not black slide and do anything. This is disgusting. And the fact, just because she's Hispanic and because she's ghetto, ratchet, allegedly a hoe, the evidence is out there. We seen every bit of her body, like, and because black women want to relate to that so bad, y'all let Cardi B come in our culture and do whatever the F she want to do because she lay down with black men is ridiculous. No accountability. No accountability. And I literally just made a video on colorism, and if Cardi B was a light-skinned black woman, if she was even doing half of what Cardi B has done over the last 7-8 years, y'all would have been canceled that woman. I would have been canceled that woman. Like, I don't fucking get it. Y'all sit up on the internet, consistently try and paint other people out to be the bad guy, especially your own people, but when it's somebody who's truly the bad guy, who's evil and disgusting, y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see that though. Y'all don't see it. We just blind to that. We blind. Now Nicki Minaj is on drugs and she's schizophrenic, and I just don't understand. And y'all want to sit up here and act like y'all don't be doing the same stuff in real life. Nicki Minaj had female rappers, Cardi, Remy, Queen Latifah, that rapper Light, See Something Light, Fat Joe. They all had an event trying to say they was burying or having a funeral for Nicki Minaj's career. And we letting that slide? What did Nicki Minaj ever do to them? What did Nicki Minaj ever do to Remy? What did Nicki Minaj ever do to Queen Latifah? What did Nicki Minaj ever do to Cardi? What did Nicki Minaj ever do to Fat Joe? Fat Joe not even black. You see what I mean? Y'all let anybody do anything. I'm just disappointed. Like, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed as hell. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm speechless. But I had to talk about it. I had to talk about it because this is something that black people do on a daily. And y'all want people to take y'all serious. As black people, we don't take our own self serious because look at y'all. And it's only black people supporting this lady. It's only black people who support this lady. Y'all let Cardi come up here and put on a costume, cosplay a black woman every day, and disrespect y'all in y'all face and don't give a F either. Y'all allow her to call y'all monkeys and roaches and allow her to wish death on people. This lady has wished death on her fans. Y'all are sick. Y'all are sick as fuck. I stand with Nicki Minaj. I stand with black people. I stand with black women. I wouldn't dare support a woman who sat up here and called my people rats, roaches, monkeys, cosplayers. Like we just a fucking costume you can throw on and throw off and say, oh, you black whenever it's beneficial to you. I don't give a damn. Yep. I stand for my people only. And F those who ain't with it. Team Nicki over here ain't never been scared. Bring it. What you mean? Period. Then on top of that, Nicki Minaj did issue a apology. Let's get into that. Okay, Nicki Minaj decided to apologize to Culture. Okay, applause to the educated, well-spoken, intelligent woman that she is. She apologized to Culture for calling her ugly because we all know Culture. She's a very beautiful girl. And this is what Cardi had to say. A very nasty response. She called Papa Perk. She said he gonna be a pedo, a black kid, a black child, and y'all let that slide. We're letting that slide. We're letting Cardi calling kids a pedo slide. And now everybody want to say, oh, it was a backhanded apology. How was it backhanded? How was that a backhanded apology? She was apologizing to the baby. And Cardi B just literally just called her child a baby perk. And that hopefully he don't become a pedo one day because that's in his bloodline. When there's receipts of Cardi B's dad getting like arrested or something like that, allegedly, but there's receipts, and I'm gonna put up on the screen right now, that her dad was involved in something like that. Oh yeah, and since we say Cardi's on, since we say Nicki is on drugs, there's let me roll the receipts of who really does drugs. Let's roll the clip.
When I want to get real freaky, I might pop a little pill or something.
I lose drugs, I lose everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Tonight we're gonna have fun. Make sure you get your drinks. Make sure you have your
We gonna cheers to that because we ain't took a sip of wine all episode. Period. Now who does the drugs? Who's a pedo? Ooh, child. Ooh. Ooh. But y'all know I gotta put on my glasses, you know what I'm saying? Cause we on demon time. We on demon time, you heard? But yes, so it's just like the black community needs to stop picking and choosing who they wanna ban and cancel, because y'all was just the same people who was banning and canceling Evelyn, Erica Mena, and who else? I know it's somebody else, but those two who have openly disrespected black women and called them monkeys. Okay? They ain't no different from Cardi B. The difference is with Cardi B, y'all just like her personality. And the girl does have a funny, goofy personality when she's not being disrespectful at the mouth. But that gives nobody no excuse to defend her because y'all just like her personality or her background of being a gutter rat. Like, that's weird. That's weird. And let's intervene. Let's talk about JT. My girl JT did her one. If y'all didn't listen to the diss track that JT put out against Cardi, Barney, y'all need to go listen to it. My girl did her one, period. I can't wait to see if Bia gonna put out under the diss track, cause you know we don't wait 2-3 years to put out a diss track, and we sure ain't put it on the album. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, that's how I feel, and I'm on Nicki Minaj's side. I'm on a black woman side. And even if Nicki Minaj wasn't black, I'll still be on her side because right is right and wrong is wrong. What my girl Nicki said, what my girl say, know the difference between a hoe and a queen. Are you kidding me? Nicki Minaj don't call herself the queen for no reason. What are you saying? Cheers to that. Do you hear me? But yeah, y'all leave y'all comments down below. I really wanted to make this short because it's really self-explanatory, but y'all leave y'all comments down below. Y'all tell me which side y'all on and why y'all feel like that side is right or whoopty whoopty woo. let me know, because y'all know I love to conversate in the comments with y'all, period, whether your opinion is different from mine. And y'all need to go check out my skincare video. Y'all know I'm an esthetician and I'm up here putting y'all on. Y'all know that y'all can purchase my ebook down below. It's 60 pages of me giving my expertise on skincare and women who just probably can't afford to go to an esthetician in person, because it can be kind of costly when you start to add things up, because you know everybody's skin is different, so you might need different facial treatments and stuff like that. So I look at myself as you guys' virtual esthetician, ST Bestie. And yeah, it's really packed with so much information, down from the skin types, down to skincare products, down to how you can help your skin from the inside. It's really, really good for those who just want to take their skin a little bit more seriously from home until you can get the money to actually go to one physically. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah.
And if you still support Nicki Minaj after all she did and after all she did, I'm unfollowing you. Okay, well just do it then, bitch. What the fuck you making the announcement for? Just do it, Nike, bitch. What you thought the world was